Hey y'all, it's Drea here, and I'm your personal retail consultant and retail expert. I have over 16 years, I have to think about it, 16 years of broad retail experience. However, majority of that time has been spent as a retail buyer, where I've had the pleasure of working with some of the country's largest retailers in varying capacity. And my mission for this channel is to leverage my robust industry knowledge to arm historically underrepresented businesses, aka hubs, with the knowledge and readiness to prepare their brand for retail. And hubs are classified as businesses where at least 51% of the company is either women owned, minority owned, LGBTQ plus owned, veteran owned, or owned by those with disabilities. And today I'm going to be talking about something that is often overlooked and sometimes even disregarded, but is a key consideration, like a key consideration in increasing your success in retail. And that's selecting the right retail partner for your brand. I know it can be tempting to say yes to the first retailer who says yes to putting you in their stores, especially if you're strapped for cash and you're desperate for sales. But remember, this is your baby, and you should treat it as such and nurture it for its growth. That means being strategic in which retail partners you pursue for your brand. So today I'm going to share with you 5 considerations for selecting the ideal retail partner for you and your business. Let's get into it. Number 5, know your target audience. This is imperative because the whole point of getting into retail is to put your product in front of the people that are most likely to buy. This becomes especially important when researching potential retail partners because the goal should be to narrow it down to retailers that target a similar audience as you. Remember, you want to meet the audience where they already are. This means where they're shopping, both online as well as in stores. For example, let's say you're a premium brand that sells high end hand creams that start at around $100 and is meant to target a more affluent customer with higher discretionary income. A retailer like, say, Walmart is likely not going to be a good fit because even though Walmart's the world's largest retailer, it caters to a more value driven consumer who tend to have a more modest level of discretionary income, aka, they're not spending $100 on a tube of hand cream. And let's say you were able to get your product placed in a store like Walmart, your products likely wouldn't perform well because majority of Walmart's shoppers would likely fall outside of your target audience. Number 4, set a distribution strategy. This is something that is often overlooked, but is equally important. Let's say there are 3 retailers that cater to a similar demographic that aligns with your target audience. However, retailer C is notorious for setting its prices at rock bottom, making little profit, and therefore undercutting all its competitors. Retailers A and B are never able to compete with retailer C and remain profitable. Therefore, they're always hesitant to bring in new products that are sold at retailer C because they know in order to be competitive, they would have to sell products at a loss. As a brand, you'll have to determine whether retailer C is the right retail partner for you. However, if you're a more premium brand, having your product consistently sold near cost can cheapen your brand and tarnish its image. Another option is to differentiate your portfolio across retailers. For example, you might decide to offer a retailer C gift sets featuring many sizes of your product and offer full size options at retailers A and B. Or you may have a completely different line of items sold across certain retailers. Whatever your strategy, just make sure you consider the long term implication. Number 3, understand retailer expectations. You may find that while initially you identify a retailer that would be a good fit, as you get further along in your research, you may find that in fact they aren't. For example, let's say there's a retailer that has very strenuous operational requirements that you wouldn't realistically be able to meet, or the cost of doing business is simply too high, or their sales or profitability expectations are unrealistic based on where things are in your business. Rather than getting in over your head, sometimes it's necessary just to say no. And where appropriate, take the learnings to better prepare your brand to be able to meet such expectations in the future. Remember, no could simply mean no for now. If you're finding any value in this video, which I hope you are, I'd really appreciate it if you like, subscribe, and hit that bell. It really helps me out and helps me reach others who might also find value in my content. Number 2, size matters. Sometimes it could be tempting to go after the big guys first. However, depending on your business, you might find yourself stretching your business capabilities too thin too soon. Additionally, if you're just starting out, this isn't the time to test and learn and figure out gaps in your business's capabilities. Instead, start with your own D2C business or direct to consumer business via your brand's website, and then start off by focusing on small to medium sized retailers. The barriers to entry tend to be a lot less complex, and it's a much better method for testing the waters to drive further efficiencies and optimize your operations. However, if you do get the opportunity to offer your brand to a bigger retailer, consider working with the buyer to segment your brand in a subset of their stores. Let me know if you want to know more about setting a segmentation strategy for your brand and if you want me to create a video about it. Number 1, just ask questions. Whether that be from networking with other businesses within the industry and seeking mentorship or seeking advice from industry experts, you'll find that a lot of times people are open and willing to offer help where they can. Additionally, a lot of times you can find retailer vendor guides online, which can be extremely helpful in understanding some of their requirements to aid in your retailer research. And if you do happen to get a pitch meeting with a retailer, be sure to prepare thoughtful questions to ask to help validate whether they'd be a good retail partner for your business. Remember, just as they are vetting you out, you should be vetting them out as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you found value in today's video and can apply it within your business. Remember, it's okay to be picky, and quite frankly, you should be when it comes to selecting the right retail partner for your brand. Remember, you want to think long term. Which retailers are going to support the long term goals or the long term growth within your company? Also, you don't want to get in over your head. Remember, no just might mean no for now. And if you haven't already, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell to be notified when I release new content. And if you're interested to see if I could potentially help you and your business in a consulting capacity, click the link below to see if you qualify for a free consultation. In the meantime, blessings and blooms to you and your business. Bye.